G'day, Roger. It's Wes Leake here from Business Blessings in Brisbane, Australia. I just wanted to reach out to you so you can get to know a bit about who I am. As a friend of mine, Howard David, always used to say, you've got to see the whites of people's eyes. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for this book. I know it's lived experience. I know that this is a lot of blood, sweat, and tears here, but it's also a lot of sitting at the feet of Jesus, listening to his voice, but taking it that next step and implementing it into not only your personal life, but the life of your college and your staff and students. But you also took them on a journey. You discipled them. You taught them. This is how God works, and this is how it flows. So thank you so much for that. I was talking to Julie yesterday. I am a great fan of another book called Two Chairs by Bob Bodine, and I just see the two things go hand in hand. Bob's thing is all about, seeing a chair, one for you, one for God, saying, okay, God, what's on your heart for me today? And it's really taught me a lot about asking God questions and just saying, okay, God, this is the plan. Well, no, it's more like, not, this is my plan, God. What's your plan? What's your purposes? How do you see this? I want to do that which you have for me. So that's why earlier this year, when I listened to a podcast interview of yours on True Face, it really just, it was like, it was a day I was going out of the car, going for a long drive, and I thought, okay, God, what do you want me to hear today? And I just picked up the podcast and strolled through, and I hadn't listened to True Face for a while, and your interview was on, and it was just like, whereas this is kind of the next level stuff for you. I teach at a secular university. I teach a Bachelor of Entrepreneurship program. I've been doing that for the past 4 years. I also teach at a Christian university. I see struggle there. I sit on 4 different boards. One of those is a board of a distance ed school. And the struggles that we're going through in terms of the LGBT awareness, the gender fluidity, all this kind of stuff is really having a huge play. We're being advised that we can no longer advertise for Christian staff in secular newspapers or secular websites. We can't ask our staff to sign a code of conduct anymore. So all these things, it's just making sure that we have programs in place to ensure that students are not discriminated against. So they're huge issues, and these are causing immense grief. But it's that struggle at the same time between we have a corporations law that we need to follow, but we have God's law, and there is conflict between those two. How does this work out in practice? And that's where I found, having just doing my master's at the moment and just having done a legal subject on that, it was just, and then at the end of that, having read your book, I thought this is part of the answers that we're looking for. Because God does have a solution, and that's what you're saying. God has a solution. He has a plan. He has a purpose. So what I'm sensing is that I'm inviting you to do a webinar. I want to send an email to not in my database, but let's send an email out to principals and leadership in schools to say, hey, why not this Christmas? We're coming to the end of our year. Our grade 12s, the last level of school finishes this week. Other schools finish over the next 2-3 weeks. To say to the principals, hey, while you're on your break, here's a book for you to read. Read it over the Christmas break, then come and listen to this webinar with Roger, hopefully just before the start of the new school year, so that you can start off the year not with the kind of the pressure of the secular stuff, but with the hope of God. So God has a solution to this. Let's journey with him on this, and let's see an outcome that is way far above more that we can ask, dream, or imagine about. So thank you for taking a call from this crazy guy in Australia. I look forward to getting to know you. I am starting to pick up some of this stuff and teach it even in my secular class because there's just such lifeblood. And I know some organizations that I've worked for that I'm thinking, oh, no wonder we struggled with some things. And this is a very different take on it. So thank you I just want to honor you for listening to God, for taking the steps to put this book together. And my prayer is that God will use it to spark a real transformation, particularly across the kingdom business movement, but also across Christian education and even secular education, that this would become kind of the new standard. Bless you. I look forward to meeting you face to face.